Central. I'm really glad to be able to do your clinic today. We'll be here till about 18 or 19 after, and then they'll do that to me. It was great to hear you today. I loved all of the charts that you played and the way that you played them. Did you guys feel good about it?
Yeah.
Sure. Good answer.
Do you guys know who this is?
The
No.
Central.
Yeah, okay, good for you.
Yeah, are you going to be here at noon today?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, hear my band.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see, they're getting in the vans in about 45 minutes in Ellensburg on their own. Hope they show up.
Sounds like our kids.
Yeah. So, it didn't seem like you guys were having fun. To me, it's. You know, I'm not saying you have to manufacture that animated thing like sometimes choirs try to do. You know. But it would help if you would maybe just go just a little further with the enthusiasm. Of course, we're not here to talk about that, so it's about the music. And you know, in clinics, we're going to offer you stuff that can take it to the next level, in my opinion, right? So let's do that. Let's go to the third chart, which I was digging on, because the arrangement's so different than the original. And I was curious if you've heard the original. Who's the trumpet player on the original? Have you really listened to it if you don't know who the trumpet player is? Freddie Hubbard, one of the best jazz trumpet players of all time. And who's playing piano on the original? Very good. It is Herbie Hancock. And it's his tune, right? So the thing that's cool about it, let me just see here. Oh, you changed the key. I see. So yeah, that's different. So yeah, it's a different key, but it's still the same thing. It's this. So you guys are in G, right? Kids? Yeah, G sus. So you're going like this. Is this cool? Should have been. The sound of those chords, those what I call sus chords, and I think in here they're written as. Yeah, they're written as G9 sus. Yeah, that's what it is. It was a new thing at the time. This was the early 60s. And I was like, what? You can build a tune just off of those chords? You know, so it was very revolutionary. And now this arranger's taken it and written all this extra material along with it that sometimes, if you don't know the original, this is what I perceived, is that the extra material that's been written in the chart is overtaking what's actually the melody. Because the melody is actually bo-dee-da, fu-bo-bo-be-da. I didn't sing that very in tune. But you see what I mean? It's that long note there. And so that's going on, and there's all this other stuff. And you just have to keep it all in perspective. Anyway, it was funny too, the intro of this. Just last weekend I listened to Chicago, the band, their second album from 1969. And this intro sounds kind of like see, you know what I mean? Yeah, you guys don't because you probably never heard it. Check it out. Chicago number 2, 1969, 1970. Okay, so I'm about the right tempo. Here we go. Tops. 1 and 2 and 3 and. We just hit the melody finally. What's the purpose of all that stuff that just went by?
Exposition.
Say that again?
Exposition.
Exposition. Very good word. Yeah. It's not actually the exposition though. It's an intro because it's not. An exposition is literally the melody. something, so that, and then it's developed later. But it is sort of an exposition in that that material was all used somewhere else. Piece, the chart. That's the thing. And I just think that you guys should play up the drama of it. If I could just have you play with ga-ga, 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 ga-ga. More like that. You're close, but you're not quite there yet. Here we go, top. 1, 2, 3, and. Does that sound different to you?
Yeah.
I like that. That was cool. One thing we're having a little hiccup here. The downbeat of beat 4, the drums start going just dang, dang, dang. Make sure that you are counting because the horns come out of this ga 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 ga. They hit the end of 4 hard and it can fool you into thinking that's beat 1. So things are hiccuping there for some reason. I'm not sure what it is. Okay, top again. 1, 2, 3, and. Could I hear just the saxes at the top? Time worked out that time. 1, 2, 3, and. You guys like that? Sound-wise? If I'm asking, maybe you shouldn't. I just think that you guys could play with I don't know, louder's not it, a bigger sound. Bigger sound. Can we take just the very first note you play and just hold it? Go. I'm playing concert band, and I want to hear ya. Okay, here we go. Brass, do you like that better? You should. I hear the chord now. Okay, let's hear the first note from trombones now. First note, trombones, go. Not quite there. Major 7, go. I love how you're playing. That's a little bit too much of that voice. Just a little bit less of that. Here we go again. And. A little bit more from the whole section now with that same balance. Just a little bit more from everybody. Again. And. Saxes and bones. Here we go. First note, go. And the trumpets to that. Here we go. And. Ha! Now imagine each of you are a finger of the piano player, and it's just, ga-ga, 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 ga-ga. It's more of that than it is about like playing bassy tunes, like the second chart. It's less like that than it is like being a rhythm section player, each note being a part of like a piano chord. Okay, here we go from the top. 1, 2, 3, and. Once we finally hit that, where the time starts, it seems to me like it should be going into where we just were, and then when we get there, you should check out a different symbol so that the texture changes. Okay, here's the real melody. Because when I was listening to the chart, having only heard it for the first time just a few minutes ago, I went, where's the melody? Oh, there it is. And it wasn't telegraphed to me. And for people who've never heard the tune, that can help. That's your role, as you know, in a drum as a drummer. Okay, now trumpets. When you play this little line, you play more connected and sound like flugelhorns. I hate bifocals. Here we go. And then I love how you play separated on that. And trombone. Did I transpose that right? that? So you're the answer to the trumpet's question. And then finally, fo-dee-da, saxes of the melody. Cool, let's do the intro again. You guys sounded great on that time. Do it again, just the same way. And maybe don't think quieter so much when it gets to the first double bar in the rhythm section. Just keep it, and then let it relax. To the melody. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and. Just like your stick is. That'll add to the texture. And then trombones, it's piano, so you really have to play quiet here. You can't overtake the saxes. Let's start right there at 14. Pick up saxes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, good trombones. That's excellent volume now. If you can still play staccato where it says staccato. Dit-da. That's a really important aspect from the original tune. That's a piano part from the original. Here we go, 14 pickups. 1, 2, and 3. Watch out on the bass line. Ga 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 da 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 ga 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 dee da. It's bar 21. Just to be really careful about eighth note placement. Da ga dee dong dong. Hear that? Everything's really cool before that, and then it hiccuped right there. Okay, so trombones, we need a little bit more of part 1 and 2, less of part 3. Here we go, 14 again. 1, 2, 3. What the melody is. It's the whole notes. 1 minute is it, huh? Really? Oh, I see. It just clicked to 17. Yeah, so to me, the whole notes need to be boo in the brass. Saxes, your part is like a secondary string line, even though it looks like there's all those accents and all those little cool line things there, like it's the melody, it's really not. It's a filler thing there, so I keep that in perspective. And I think overall you guys are playing like, it's too much like this. It's supposed to be made, what is the tune about? Maiden Voyage. I always make the joke that it's about fish sticks. They got fish trawlers, and then they make fish sticks in Voyage, so Made in Voyage. Yeah, but we all know that it's not. It's like, what is a maiden voyage? Well, it's first time the ship goes out in the water, and the sun is rising. So there needs to be this more gentle approach, I think. And then the last thing that I'd like to say is on the changes to, what's your first chord there when you play?
A9 sus.
So A9 sus. No, the changes. Oh, I shouldn't write on that board, right? Sorry. So, is it A9 sus?
Yeah.
Okay, so A9 sus. So you just go A, dominant 7, which is really mixolydian. I'm sure your director can help you with that. And the next one is a C, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So C, mixo, and then it goes B flat, right? Bo-be-da, bo-ba-da-be-da. All right. E flat 7 sus.
Mhm.
And then A flat, right?
Yep.
Yeah, see, I know the chords, even in this other key. So all Mixolydian scales. The other thing you can do is you can play around with these like this. I would get into this triadic form, or you might do this like the
You're completely out of time.
completely out of time. Those kind of things. Think triadically. So. See what I mean?
Yep.
And do the same thing there. Find the triads that are in there and go like that. I gotta go.